Talked to a girl, got along great, but once I got her snap, she's dry. What do I do? By dry, I'm assuming you mean like boring or uninteresting. I will say this, sometimes people are just online different, more careful, cautious, especially in early relationships. Sometimes women might be afraid of embarrassment. So give it some time. See if things change. I've abolished the idea of being happy. I'm fine now, not happy, but fine. Sorry to hear that. Like, happiness is like a pursuit, a chase, and it is far more important to seek peace within your life than to always try and seek happiness. That's something I've learned, like, with the things that bring you happiness, there's almost always a sense of responsibility or extra work involved or something alongside it. So chasing peace and chasing contentment is a lot lighter and a lot easier, and then a lot of happiness can then stem from it naturally. Nice eyebrows, thank you. I want to give up and start over. I think many of us have felt that at some point or another. I'm sorry to hear that. Just keep trying, keep doing new things. Life's a journey, it goes up and down, lots of changes. You have a goat, that's cool, yeah. My fam and people who know me call me Goat. Yeah, I have a special needs dwarf goat named Agnew. You can see her on my page. She's pretty cute. She's more popular than me. You get a chance in another life, but grow in this one to have it easier next. Yeah, that's pretty good wisdom and advice there as well. You want to do On Love by Callie Gibran. Okay, let me look that one up for the next potential poem. On Love by Callie Gibran. Okay, that one's not bad. It's really long though. If you have like a shorter recommendation, shorter would be better, but if you really want that one, I'll do that one. I just know sometimes when I do really long ones, a lot of people maybe leave. Netflix and Go, my kind of night, yeah. Thoughts on age gap relationships? It really depends on the specific relationship, the specific people. So it's really hard to say. You know, sometimes age gaps are weird a little bit if someone's like, obviously if they're too young, if they're under 18, but even if someone's 18, 19 dating like a 35, 40-year-old. But I don't know, to me, everyone's business is their business as long as no one is being hurt or anything inappropriate like relationships with minors and things like that. So yeah, generally if it's a true real relationship, I don't judge. Love and peace to all life on planet Earth, definitely. Dang, I think I've been muted. No, you're not, David. I'm rating you, so you're here. I haven't muted you. Love and peace is all we need to grow from a seed. Yes. Depression's the worst. I feel like I'm a burden. Yeah, that's a really tough one with depression because so many times people tell us when we're depressed to push through it, to try to do more, that if we do more, we'll feel less depressed. But it becomes a negative cycle where we get into this mindset of failure, of thinking that we're not good enough, that we can't do enough. We judge ourselves, we're critical of ourselves, and then we end up digging ourselves deeper into that pit. So with depression, a really important thing to do is like if your goals and expectations of yourself are up here and your energy and motivation is down here, the more you try to meet it, the more it's going to dip down and the worse you're going to feel physically, mentally, in every way. So what you actually want to do is get your expectations and bring them down temporarily so you can slowly level back up. So I made a video on depression a little while back that kind of describes that further. It might help, but know that you're not a burden. It's just about a lot, like lowering your expectations for yourself, doing the bare minimum for a while can honestly be necessary, needed, and important, because the more you try to do more when you're just not feeling up to it, the more you're going to be harder and harder on yourself. So you'll build up faster when you lower your expectations. All Hemispheres by Hafiz. Okay, let me look up that poem. All Hemispheres. Okay, yeah, that one's not as long. I'll read that one. One sec, I'll just see if there's anything I should answer first. It's cool, most people just not caring about me. That's not true. Alone is where I belong. Sorry you guys are going through a lot. Some sad comments here. Sorry you feel like that, David. Kind of makes me sad. Yeah. There's more dimple in your face. Love your dimple. Thank you. Jessica, you're really sweet. Thanks for the advice. No problem. I hope that helps. You're always, any of you guys, if you ever want to book a one-on-one consult as well, you're welcome to, and I'm happy to discuss further what tools might be helpful, how hypnotherapy might be helpful to just help overcome some challenges of yours. Okay, so sorry guys, I'll answer you back in a second. Let me just read for Carlo, All the Hemispheres. Okay. All the Hemispheres by Hafiz. Leave the familiar for a while. Let your senses and body stretch out like a welcome season onto the meadows and shores and hills. Open up to the roof. Make a new watermark on your excitement and love. Like a blooming night flower, bestow your vital fragrance of happiness and giving upon our intimate assembly. Change rooms in your mind for a day. All the hemispheres in existence lie beside an equator in your heart. Greet yourself in 1,000 other forms as you mount the hidden tide and travel back home. All the hemispheres in heaven are sitting around a fire chatting, while stitching themselves together into the great circle inside of you. Beautiful. What does that one mean? What do you guys think? I'm not too sure. I feel like as I was reading that, my mind was like zoning out. Do you guys ever do that when you read? Like sometimes I follow along and then my mind blanks out.